Hi guys, welcome to Nomad on Fire. And today we're going to talk about, should you buy ULTY on a credit card or not? So a few months back I got a new credit card, a new business credit card, and it offered me 0% interest for 12 months. So I had been thinking about doing this for quite a while and have never had the nerve to do it. So I thought, what the heck, I'll go ahead and try it. So I made a $4,400 purchase for my business, and instead of paying the credit card back, when my customer paid me, I used that $4,400 to buy ULTY. Not in my normal Fire account. I had another account that I had opened with nothing in it, so I deposited the money into that account instead of paying off the credit card, and then bought $4,400 worth of ULTY. That was about 715 shares, I believe. Now this, like I said, this is in a total separate account for my Fire. That way I could keep everything, track everything, and keep up with everything very easily. So I got my first payout, 10 cents per share. It was a little bit less then. It was like 9 something. But anyway, what I did, I was going to use all the distributions. My original plan was I was going to use all the distributions and pay on the credit card. Every time I got distributions, I was going to pay that on the credit card. And then over a year's time, it was paying 86% interest, or 86% yield on distributions. So I calculated that I would still owe about $700 and some odd dollars, $760 I believe is what it was, at the end of that year. And I would still have the 715 shares. So that's what I started off doing. And about 2 weeks, the second distribution into it, I'm like, you know, why am I doing this? My minimum monthly payment is like $65, $70. Why don't I just pay $100 a month on this as 0% interest, and then drip the rest of it in there, and then keep building that up? That way I'll be generating even more income, and then I just have a larger amount to pay off at the end of the year. But with a larger account, more shares and stuff like that, it would be that much easier. So I started doing that. So I would use like one distribution and a half of the second distribution to make my $100 payment, and then I would drip the other 2.5 distributions into it to generate it up. So I have roughly 750 shares now. And as of today, the account value is down around, I think it's around $3,800, and I still owe $4,200 on the account because ULTY has taken a pretty good dive here. So I'm rethinking what I need to do here. I think I need to go back to my original plan of paying 100% of the distributions to ULTY, or to my credit card, instead of dripping them. So that's what I'm going to start doing, and it makes good sense still if it keeps paying out the distributions, that I can make the monthly payment plus some more at 0% interest. You can really start dwindling the balance down pretty good. So I'm going to start doing that, instead of dripping 2.5 weeks of the distributions back into ULTY. I'm going to start doing that, and hopefully I can knock the balance down quite a bit on there. But you know, I still have 10 months, so I'm not that worried about it. The market, this is August, so the market always goes down in August. But I'm wondering, is this something that you guys have ever thought about doing? Yes or no? Is it something that you would ever even consider doing? Am I an idiot for trying to do this? I think it's still going to work out unless ULTY just completely blows up, which I don't think it will. There's no way that it really could. The only thing that would be really detrimental to it is if the distributions were cut down to below 8 cents. If they get below 8 cents, then that's gonna be bad for it. But as long as I can pay the balance down to, say, even just to only $1,000 on it, that's still going to be a good profit for the year. And that way I would just have to sell $1,000 worth of the shares that I have in that, and then I would still have the other. So what would that be? Say I'm just going to use $6. I'm optimistic and say it's going to go back up to $6. So if I had to sell 1,000 shares divided by 6, that would be 166 shares. So that gives me, easy figures, that still gives me 600 shares left after the bill's paid for. And still, I can either sell them at that point or keep them if they're still paying well, and keep generating income. So I still think this is going to turn out well as long as ULTY doesn't just go nuclear and blow up, which I don't think it will. But we'll see. I'll keep you informed of how it goes. Like I said, I'd like to know you guys' thoughts on this, if you had ever done anything like this, ever considered doing anything like this or not. If you want to keep tabs on it, I'll keep probably once a month video on how this is going and keep you updated. So please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye-bye.